great effort by Henson all the way through the game. I thought second and fourth quarters, and then for him to get that tip was a little bit of justice there because he was really playing well for you tonight.
Yeah, I thought Henson played great for us, the 20 minutes that he played there in that second and fourth. We asked him to do a lot tonight. And, you know, the justice, we finally made a layup when it counted. We missed a lot of bunnies tonight in that first half. So a lot of good things, but there's still work to be done.
Just looked like you had the game salted away, but in the NBA, we all know that's not that easy. But a couple fouls, a couple turnovers, and all of a sudden, boom, you had talked about the threes. They had tied it up.
Yeah, you look at we fouled in situations that sent them to the free throw line in transition, and so that gives them the opportunity to, one, the clock is stopped, two, to get to the free throw line to score, and so now it becomes defensively, can you get a stop? And we couldn't get a stop. They made the shot. But the composure of the guys that were in there late to execute the last second play, Jabari gets to the rim, misses the layup, and John finishes it by tipping it in. So you tip your hat to those guys for executing the play.
Coach, do you feel like the turning point of the game was when you guys used your defense to turn into easy baskets on the offensive end?
Yeah, you know, right now in the first two games, we've had stretches where we have played defense and held teams scoreless by getting rebounds, but also by getting deflections and steals and then turning those into fast break points. And there, again, just late, give them credit. They kept playing. We made the mistakes, but, again, we didn't break. We just we executed when we had to, and we got to win.
Rashad got on a roll really in that third quarter that sparked his career-high 22 points. He told me that you and his teammates continue to tell him to keep shooting. And do you see his confidence growing when you see he can hit a few shots and get it going like that?
Yeah, I think he's listening. That's a good sign that not just the coaches but his teammates are telling him to shoot because he can shoot it, and he's worked extremely hard on that. And tonight it's shown that it's paid off. And so now the next step is to follow that up, you know, in Detroit. You know, he's got to keep shooting. His teammates are looking for him. And, again, you tip your hat to him. You know, you get your contract picked up. It gives you a little bit more maybe confidence, and I think that showed tonight.
He shoots 12 threes in the game, and I think that might be more than some of the games for the team combined last year. How big of a boost is that for you guys to have a guy that's going to put that many up? Does that stretch the defense a little bit?
Well, I think when he takes them, you know, we've been telling him to take them, and so I guess it's kicked in. But, you know, I think for him to be able to make them, he's a threat, so it gives guys, when they're playing with him, space on the floor. So Jabari or Beasley or Mirza, guys, you look at, you know, Malcolm or whoever it may be who can drive, gives them space. There's one less guy in the lane, and if they do tag, you know, he has the opportunity to shoot it. And I thought that not just the threes that he shot, but he turned down some shots and drove it and got to the basket. So he's not just one-dimensional.
Coach, is this best case scenario you get the win and you hold Greg Monroe to under 20 minutes played knowing that he has to face Andre Drummond tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think our depth. I think a couple things. We were on restrictions with Tony. I think we got there with him. Yep, 20. So he can be, hopefully he's available tomorrow. Greg and Miles didn't log a lot of minutes tonight, so hopefully they're ready to go tomorrow. It's going to be a team effort on the road. Detroit's a very talented team.
It seems like Miles has struggled a little bit thus far this season. It's been 4-minute stretches in, I think, both the first and second half in both games, and then not much more. What can you guys do to try to get him going?
Well, I think for him it's just to, you know, do what he does best, you know, defensively rebound, change shots, block shots, and get out in the transition game, set screens, roll, get to the basket, get fouled, get to the free throw line. Just be yourself. There's no pressure to be anybody else.
Those last few possessions, I think it was Delly for a little while and then Jabari obviously on that last possession. What's the thought process on whose hands to put it in? Obviously you have some more playmakers this year with Delly there, so you have Delly, Giannis, Jabari. What's the thought process there?
Well, I think, one, we wanted to find out different guys who can handle this situation. So having Delly have the ball late in the game, being able to get to the basket, run the pick and roll, put Giannis in a different situation, put Jabari in a different situation. We got to see Snell handle the ball to make a play. So, you know, we got to learn about ourselves as we go forward throughout the season, who can make plays late And to see Jabari get a great look, he's at the rim. It just didn't go down for him. And so that shows that we're going in the right direction.
Just more about John. What did you like with his matchup? I mean, he was so active that, like you said, without Lopez, it was going to take maybe a little different look, and he was really grabbing some rebounds in there even before the winning shot.
Yeah, I think John is one of the vets on this team. He knows how to play. He's very talented. His basketball IQ is very high. So no matter what the matchup, we felt that he was going, so we were going to stick with him no matter who was in the game.